Welcome back to the Poke Basement. Let's talk about Lost Box. The thing work. We're gonna search our cards. We're gonna pull up Comfey. Boom. Comfey. One of the pillars of your Lost Box. This guy, we're gonna need 4 of these guys. And 4. We're gonna need 4 of these guys. For our trainers, this is another one of the pillars of our Lost Box. We're gonna need Colress's Experiments. There he is. This guy right here. Get him in there. 4 of these guys. Colress's Experiment lets you look at the top 5 cards of your deck, put 3 of them into your hand, put 2 into the Lost Zone. Very good for accelerating what's in the Lost Zone, because we need to get at least 7 cards in there. At least 7. Hopefully 10. Okay? We need 7 for our 3rd pillar of the Lost Zone deck. Mirage Gate. This is going to be your energy acceleration. We're going to add 4 of these guys. And with those 12 cards, in my opinion, you've got the pillars of your Lost Box right there. So, Comfey has the ability for flower selecting, as long as it's in the active spot. You can get 2 cards off of your deck. One goes in the Lost Zone, one goes in your hand. There's a drawback to this, but it's still pretty good. You have a lot of control. Now, it takes a few turns to get set up. The most cards I can get in the Lost Zone without using a scoop up net, turn 1, going second, is 4. I can get 4 in there pretty easy. And then getting 4 in there is pretty big too, because what we really want to do is utilize some of that for damage as well. And a few of the cards you normally see in a Lost Box are Cramorant, which Cramorant has lost provisions. So if you get 4 cards in the Lost Zone, this guy, he has no attack cost right here. You can do 110 on turn 1 and knock out Evitell, who's only got 110. So you can pretty much win the game on turn 1. Not fun for your opponent, but fun for you, right? So I like to put 2 of those in there. Fan of Cramorant. And then Sableye, one of our other gadget type Pokemon, we'll call him. Not this guy. We want this guy right here with Lost Mine. You have to have 10 or more cards in the Lost Zone, but you can put 120 points of damage on, just like spread it out across people's Pokemon. Put 12 damage counters on your opponent's Pokemon in any way you want, right? That's big. It really is. You could double knock out. If you're in a mirror match, you can't double knock out a Comfey. But there's some Pokemon out there that's got 60 HP. You can just knock 2 of them all at once. You can take out at least 1 Comfey, and then the next turn take out another one. So there's a lot you can do with him. But I don't like to put very many in there. It only costs you 1 energy, 1 psychic energy. That's pretty good. That's that mid to late game guy we want to have in there. So I'm going to put 1. Put 1 in there. Some other parts of our Lost Zone. Lost Box. You got Lost Vacuum that I kind of like to run in here, but I don't like to run a whole lot of them. That's another thing that can help you get cards in the Lost Zone. So if you manage to get that great hand and you've got 2 Comfeys, a Cramorant, Colress's Experiment, a Lost Vacuum, you could potentially get, and you have something to attach or a stadium in play that's yours, you could potentially get 6 cards in the Lost Zone. Not bad, turn 1. And then really accelerate things, turn 2, get energy going. So we'll put 2 of these guys in here. One caveat about Mirage Gate, the thing people sometimes forget, it has to be 2 different kinds of energy. It can't be the same type of energy, right? You can't get 2 water energy. Search your deck for up to 2 basic energy cards of different types. So you got to remember that. I've gotten, when I was first starting to play this, I didn't actually read the cards. Okay, that's the problem. Got to read the cards. So looking here again, we're gonna put 2 of these guys. That is kind of your basic lost zone, lost box skeleton here. Your energies vary, but these are usually the cards you're gonna see in just about every lost box. And parts of this vary. So we have draw acceleration, we have energy acceleration, we need power. We're not gonna win without power. This guy, he does 110. Well, you run into a Giga Stack, you're not gonna knock one of those out in 1 turn. It's gonna take 2 turns with Cramorant. Unless you have like a Leon or something like that increases the damage Cramorant does, you're not gonna get there. Same thing goes with Sableye. Sableye only doing 120 damage. You can't do 1 attack and a knockout. That's gotta build up. So you gotta have some damage in here, and you gotta deal with the other big cards in the meta right now, like Mew VMAX, Lugia, Arceus maybe, but definitely have Arceus in there, and Duraludon, even Stoutland V. Stoutland V is another one that can really just wreck this deck. So you have to have some things in there that can fight that. And I like dragons in this deck because they use different energy to attack, particularly Dragonite V with the Dragon Gale. It's the promo one, and it can do 250. I mean, that's huge. That's enough to knock out most Pokemon, except for your VMAX. Even some V-Star can just get 1 hit KO'd from this. So we're gonna add him in there. I like adding Dragonite V. Another one you're gonna see in these, of course, is your Drapion V. Drapion V. We're gonna add one of these guys in here. And for, let's see, you know what? Don't have a Raikou. Another popular option you're gonna see in here is Raikou V. Let me pull him up. Let's see. Gotta get some more points, man. I gotta get my Raikou. This guy right here. He's not rotating out. He's the F-Series Raikou V. And he's got fleet-footed, and that lets you draw a card who's in the active spot. Again, draw acceleration. And then we have Lightning Rondo. And Lightning Rondo depends on the bench, but your bench is gonna be pretty full most of the time with Comfey, and at least maybe a Cramorant or a Sableye or something like that. And you can really put some damage out with this, and most people are stacking up their bench too, especially the Mew decks. The Lugia decks are putting at least 2 Archeops on there, maybe another Lugia. So you're talking about he could put out a ton of damage with just 2 energy. Very good card. So we would add him in here, and we're gonna plus him up. We're gonna see, can we exchange for him? Nope, not there yet. Almost. We're gonna put him in though. That's only 10 Pokemon. I don't like just having 10 Pokemon. And another very popular card to put in here that I've got in mind, I like to play him, is Snorlax. And it's a very particular Snorlax. Let's see if we can find him real quick. It is the unfazed fat Snorlax. This one here that does, it's got 150 HP, solid HP. It's got the unfazed fat ability. It's got thumping snore. This can do 180 with a V-belt on the Stoutland. 1 hit KO. He's out for 3 energy here. Attached from the hand, use a Mirage Gate. Boom. He's good to go. or 2 Mirage Gate. You can use multiple Mirage Gates per turn if you have them. We're gonna add him in here. That's 11 Pokemon. So we can deal with a few things. We might do another Sableye. We'll do 2 Sableye. So that'll give us 12 Pokemon. We'll have energy. We have to account for lightning, water, and psychic. So I'm gonna try to run 12 energy in here. We're gonna do 2 psychic. We're gonna do 5 lightning and 5 water. Should cover us. Should cover us on energy. That should cover us on Pokemon. So 12 Pokemon, 12 energy. That gives us 36 trainers to put in this thing, which sounds like a lot, but it's not. It's not. Really, it's not. Battle VIP pass for now. While it's in here, we're going to go for that. Put 4 of those guys in there. That's big. A lot of people run Air Balloon in here. I've been trying to not run Air Balloon because it's rotating out. And I want a deck that's going to last past rotation. Same thing goes for Big Parasol. Big Parasol's out. Let's see. We don't really need any evolution stuff. We don't have any evolutions in this deck. Boss's Orders is nice for some control. We're going to get the current one. How many of those do we want? We're going to put 2 in there, but we may go down to 1. Okay. It's not bad. Oh, I forgot. Oh, I forgot a Pokemon. Hold on. Ooh, forgot about my man. Hold on. Where's he at? Yeah, there he is. Radiant Greninja. That's our lone Radiant in here. We might have to go back down on Pokemon. You might hear the washer going. It is okay. I'm gonna move you closer. Let's see. Radiant Greninja in here with Sableye. Gets up to 13 Pokemon. I can live with that. We're gonna go with it. That gives us 35 trainers to work with. So I've got 2 Boss's Orders. Let's just see what else we've got in here. 2 Boss's Orders. Let's look. V-Belt. We know we need a V-Belt. Should I do 1 or 2? 2 seems like overkill. I'm going to put 2 in there anyway. We'll reevaluate. We got Colossus Experiment. We got our Mirage Gate. Alright. We're going to try this with headphones to drown out the vibrating dryer washer. Yes, I know. Anyway, Silstone. We're looking for a Silstone, but it's not going to be the Earth and Silstone. Energy Recycler. Energy Recycler, be good in here, because we're going to be discarding energy. We're going to run 2. Escape Rope, we're going to need a lot of switch stuff in here. This can help us with Flying Pikachu. So I'll put 2 of those in there. Forest Sealstone lets us search for a card. We're going to use that one. I don't have Sky Sealstone. So it's either Sky Seal or Forest Seal usually in this deck. Of course, we got to have our Hisuian Heavy Ball. So 1 of those guys in here. You don't need to go overkill on those. Clara. Clara is good for this deck. We're going to put 1 of those in here since we're losing Ordinary Rod. I would really want to run 2. Can I exchange for another one? I can? Oh. Firm exchange. Yeah, give me another one of those. Yes. So we'll run 2 in here. Not any more stuff to get my Raikou, but it's worth it. We do not want Marnie. Marnie could... You really want to hold a ton of cards in your hands when you're playing this deck. That's what's going to happen as you draw. It just does. I want something to search, though. Yeah, I do. We're going to try to find... Where's Irida? I like having Irida in here, too. I think I went past her. There she is. Irida. We've got to be careful with the number of supporters we put in here. I think that's probably going to have to be it on supporters unless I find something else. She's pretty cool. I like her. Raihan. We could try one Raihan in here. I got six spots left in this deck. I don't have any Ultra Balls yet. Don't have any Ultra Balls. There we go. There's our Ultra Balls. I'm going to put 2 in there. Just going to put 4. Training Court. Let's put a Training Court in there. I want 2 Training Courts. Okay, I've got 2 more things we could add. Trekking shoes, maybe. We'll throw 2 trekking shoes in there. Yeah. I like it. I think that'll work for us. Could have sworn I had that Snorlax. Can I exchange for it? I can. I can. Ooh. It's going to be all my points, but let's get my guy. We're so close to actually having the deck that I have in real life on TCG Live. It's so close. I just have to get this Raikou. Then we'll be there. But that right there, that is my basic Lost Box that I've been trying to run. I want to say it's really close to the one that Azul ran at the Oceania Championships, the Oceania event, 2022, I think. Yeah, I think that's the one. You can find it on Limitless TCG, and you can look it up. You can look up deck lists there too. Very good resource, but this is very similar to what he was running. You know what I don't have enough of? I'm looking at this. I don't have enough switch cards. I'm going to have to lower the amount of trainers, or I'm going to take trekking shoes out and add in switch instead of trekking shoes. Because we're going to want to, what you're going to do is switch out your Comface so you can get multiple draws off of that flower selecting ability. And switch is very good for that. And so is Escape Rope. May not have enough switch cards in here. No, come on now. I've got a bunch of switch cards. Let's get over there. Come on. There it is. Boom. There's 2 switch cards in there though. I need 60. Do I need 2 Irida? Do I need 2 bosses orders? You know, we could go down to 1 boss. We could go down to, I really think we need 2 Claras in there. You done it, go down to 1 Irida, 1 boss, add in either a switch cart or more switch. I think we'll just add more switch. Whoop, let's not do it. Yeah, I think we'll just add another. Where'd you go? There you are. 1, 2. All right. That gives us our 4 switch cards. So we actually have 6 switch cards in here. We have a way to deal with discarding energy with Training Court, putting it back in our deck with Energy Recycler. It's very important to know where your energy is coming from. So energy for this deck comes from the deck as opposed to coming from your hand, your discard pile. yeah, we're gonna go with this. We're gonna play this and see what happens. This is the unfortunate one that I don't have, so I need to save this deck, play some more, get some coins, points, whatever, trade in some code cards and things like that, try to get that up so I can actually run this deck. So thanks for tuning in, and hopefully the washer wasn't too loud and you got something out of this. So thanks.